What I am doing in the workshop today is pretty much what my father did in the workshop yesterday. We tumbled a few titanium products for my machinist's upcoming Kickstarter project. There was an issue with the tumbling, or like the prior finish, so I had to do some grinding again, and I'm just retumbling them again today because my father's away in Australia for the weekend. But I'm multitasking. While I do the tumbling, because there's a sort of an hour or two wait between each cycle, I'm actually doing some, you know, copywriting for the Kickstarter project. And it is now time to empty the tumbler again. Just out of interest, the reason I spin these barrels around for a while, you know, sort of like 1 or 2 cycles, is just to check that the sort of double safe mechanism is on there. Like, because this spins so fast, about 175 RPM, and each barrel weighs, I don't know, 10 kilos, 15 kilos, and then you've just got the whole mass of it. Like, if you've got one that's not secure, I just don't want this machine exploding. Eight minutes to go on the next cycle in the tumbler. I have done all the work I can. Oh, it's bright today. I have done all the work I can, sort of computery office written type work, so just gotta wait for that. And then there's another 3 cycles, about 10 minutes each, so we've got about another hour left here, something like that, and then home time. Unfortunately, I won't get time today to, you know, do the drone opening and get it up on the go. Tomorrow possibly, but again, that's going to be unlikely as well. But honestly, I'm dying to get it opened and flying as much as you. In fact, probably even more than you. So hang in there, we will open the drone very soon. It is now 3:52 PM precisely. That is pretty much me done in the workshop for today. 3 more minutes to go, but I won't record any of that. Makes a change being in the workshop. Usually my father's helping me while he's over here from the UK. He's going to be heading away soonish, I think. So yeah, good to get hands-on again. Right, just back at the house now. And you know, it's funny, that's the first time I've done any sort of somewhat physical labour in quite some time. You know, like, most of my time is spent emails, computer, designing, talking on the phone, you know, like all that sort of stuff. I mean, that's kind of what happens as you sort of get bigger and better in business, it seems at least. Now, I know it doesn't probably look like much, but those barrels are fairly heavy. I mean, when they're full of stuff, they're somewhere, I thought they were maybe 10, 15 kilos, but they're like 15, 20 kilos anyway, which is around about 40 something pounds for you imperial folks. And you know, you've got to lug them around with one arm, and you know, and when you're changing over barrels, you know, sometimes every 10 minutes changing over 4 barrels. What's interesting, you know what, I'm gonna sit down. Doorstep talk. What's interesting is there's something about doing physical labour compared to sort of mental labour. Like, there's a different type of exhaustion, you know, like a sort of physical there's like a feel-good exhaustion. I'm definitely not qualified to talk about that kind of thing. I mean, I've done a lot of physical jobs in my life, not for any period of time, but more so when I was younger and in my 20s. But it's interesting to have a physical job that you feel physically exhausted from. It's therapeutic to some degree. Now, I want to open this, I really do, but you know, it's nearly 5 o'clock now. I have this video to edit and upload tonight. I've got someone coming over. Tomorrow I have to go to Tauranga to drop off my machinist's project that he's going to be launching next week. That's what I was tumbling today. I have to do a little bit of water jet cutting tomorrow as well at the workshop. Tomorrow's probably a write-off as well, and I know I keep talking about that. The last 2 days I've said tomorrow's a write-off, tomorrow's a write-off. But, you know, like, I really want to get it on the go, but I really want to do a good video where I sort of like show more of it, and you know, I want to take the time and do it. I want to sort of, I mean, I know I could just plug it in right now, charge it, flick through the instructions and get it moving, but you know, I don't really want to do that. This is like something I've been looking forward to for a long time, and I really want to make the most of it. I'm learning in life that as I go through life, you know, you want to sort of really enjoy things and savor them, and so that's why I'm not in a rush, even though I really do want to start using this hog. I will give you a quick update on my Kickstarter project. If you remember yesterday's video, I was just about to launch it. I launched it about an hour or two after I sort of signed off on the video. It has now been, I think, 22 hours since I launched, and here's what it looks like. So that's 209 backers for around about 15,500 New Zealand dollars, which is around about maybe 12,000 US dollars. So it's not like my tweezers, which I've done before, which have a lot of mass appeal. This is more a niche product. So I mean, I think it's doing okay. As I've mentioned before, the first 48 hours are really the most important, and so that's where most of the funding is going to occur. So if I was going to make a prediction for how this project will go, I estimate somewhere between, you know, 400 to 500 in total. You know, maybe as low as 350 backers, but I would say something like 400 or 500 backers ultimately after the sort of 35 days is up. It finishes on the 13th of January. And I think that is me done for today. I will leave you with a quote. It is by John Wooden, and he said, "You can't let praise or criticism get to you. It is a weakness to get caught up in either one."